Hey everybody, I'm Randy Jones with Incredible Tiny Homes, and Ace and I are going to talk a little bit more about our financing program that we're thinking about initiating. We haven't officially started it yet. This is really to trying to get a feel of what you guys think, if it's something that will help you in acquiring one of our Incred-I-Boxes. And so I'm going to go over it a little bit more. We've had a couple fun videos that we put out about it, and then we put out some numbers that we think how it's going to work. So this is another video from the questions that we received on our emails and on the comments on our video. Maybe answer some more of your questions. So I'm going to start here, and Ace and I are going to we're going to give you some answer to your questions. All right. One of the questions was if we got an Add-A-Box. Now we have an Add-A-Box that is a home like the Incred-I-Box, the same size.
Which this is an Incred-I-Box right behind.
And behind me, I forgot to tell you, behind me is my personal Incred-I-Box that I live in. It's an 8x16. So this home here, for instance, if you haven't heard anything about our potential financing program called Incredible Financing, is $5,000 down, $500 a month. All right. So this is my Incred-I-Box. We build these 16 foot and 20 foot. Now we've also coming out with the Add-A-Box. It's under construction right now. We got a model home that we're going to be offering an Add-A-Box. So an Add-A-Box is with no kitchen, no bathroom, but right now we're thinking about putting in all the plumbing and wiring in the floor in case you ever want to do that. Now, we may even think about not including the plumbing and certain wiring in the floor. And if you wanted that, that's an upgrade, just so people can get into these a little bit less money, right? So we're trying to get it down to where you can have an Add-A-Box you can take and just buy an Add-A-Box and remodel it yourself and put in your bathroom and kitchen and all that. Or if you just want to take, like I've got a 16-foot home. I can put a 20 or a 16-foot home on the end, the side, or either side I can put it on. And from that window, you can walk into the other addition. I like it is because if a young couple, or let's say a young man or girl buys this house and they're living in it and they get married, right? Well, you can still stay two people in here, but then you have a child, or if you want a bedroom, you can get an Add-A-Box and add to the end or each side. Then if you have two kids, you can add another bedroom. 3 kids, you can have 3 bedrooms, you know? So what you can have is you can have multiple Add-A-Boxes to an existing Incred-I-Box. So I think it's kind of cool that you can add these and then separate them. Let's say in 15 years from now, because this is steel, right? Mm-hmm. And the steel is this is gonna look like this in 15 years from now.
And this is just painted.
All it is painted it.
Yeah, all we did was paint it.
Yeah, and think about it. So when you don't want to do that anymore, you're not stuck with a 2-3 bedroom tiny house. You can pull them apart with the flashing and how we're gonna show you how to do that. You pull them apart, sell them off individually. Or if you wanted to remodel them and put a kitchen and put a bathroom, you may have 2, 3, 4 different Incred-I-Boxes that you can sell. And I'm sure by then you're gonna make money off of them because tiny homes are gonna be way expensive in 15 years from now, right? I think it's a great way of being able to have hands-on, decorate it yourself, put some sweat equity into it, and in the long run, you're gonna make money. Not if the worst case scenario, you get all your money back. But you're gonna make money because of the time and the equity that's already built in these homes. You can't go anywhere in the country right now and buy a tiny home for what this is offering. So.
Well, but one of the things that I think that everybody was relating to or inquiring about for the financing.
Right.
So that's 2 structures.
Yes.
So that's probably when the money down and things like that.
I got a little carried away talking about the Add-A-Box, but what I wanted to do is right now, you can finance an Add-A-Box the same way you can finance an Incred-I-Box.
Okay.
I know the question is now, if I buy an Incred-I-Box and an Add-A-Box, is it $5,000 for each one? Is it $500 a month for each one? I'm working on that. That was just proposed to me this morning.
Yeah.
We're trying to see. Let me just give you the premise of this system that I'm proposing to start. We're just thinking about it. If we had 400 or 500 people said, yes, Randy, I'm on, that's going to be a real telling thing for us. Like, yeah, you know what? This is something I really need to do. But if we're only going to get 20 or 30 people over the course of, 100, 200,000 views, then it's really not something that's really going to be something that really will help our company, and it's worth all the processing, the contracts, the just the attorney fees, the accounting, and all that's involved. We need more numbers to justify what we're about to take on.
Right.
But I will see about how we can finance these. The premise of this whole situation or this whole financing comes to that we have to get as much money as we can. I do not have the funds sitting in a bank account that, let's say your house costs us $15,000 to build, right? And we're selling it for $17,500 like an Abbeville or something. Well, I got to have $15,000 to build it, okay? But if you give me $5,000 and then you pay $500 a month, right, for 6 months, I'm getting almost a little more than half of that money before we start building it. And as we build it, maybe another month or two, we get another $1,000. So we're going to get about $8,000 to $10,000 from you before that house is done. Now you're still going to owe another $7,000 to $10,000, $15,000, depending on what size home you buy. So what we're doing is our whole industry is not based on financing. So we got other homes coming in that we make money on. That profit can go in to help them build your homes, and it's about numbers. So if we have, let's say we have 100 people say we're going to do financing, then we've got that money to work with to start building these. And as your income comes in, we're building and we're building. And as you can see, it's like a perpetual wheel. And as it gets going, you're helping us, we're helping you. And so we're both making this thing going. What we're doing is we're putting on the back end any kind of profit that we're going to make. That's fine. It'll go down the road. It'll come in increments throughout the month. But it's a numbers thing for us. We've got to have cash buyers coming in. We got some financing coming in. All this works together. Now I've got it all on a spreadsheet and a graph and how this all can work and how many homes we got to build and how many we can build. And so that'll work. And that's why these videos are here, to explain to you, hey, this is how it works. Is this something that will help you get into an Incred-I-Box? Now, we're going to keep doing this for about a month or more because we want to keep getting this information out, and we need a feedback. We need to know, can you do this? Is this something you can afford? Not everybody can. Yes, I know not everybody has $5,000. I know not everybody can afford 500. Those are the lowest terms that we can come up with right now.
Right.
Now, if somebody had said this morning, hey, what if I don't have $5,000? How can I get the house? We got to have money. We got to have money to build your house, right? The only thing I could think of is if you could only had $2,500 right now, you could put it down and put it in layaway even further. Instead of 6 months, go to a year. You can go 11 to 12 months, and then we'll start your house. But at least you're on the books. At least you got in on the price. We locked you in. You're good. And now you've got maybe a year before you get your house. But you're paying on it. You put your money down on it. You didn't have enough money to put. But there's got to be some sacrifice on both ends. Either you're going to have to live where you're living right now for another year and give us what you can, or you save up $5,000 and pay $500 a month, and then you buy it.
And we know there's a need. We know that there's a need for banks to lighten up on for lending for tiny homes. We know that that's what people's been having trouble with.
Yeah.
This morning, Gloria told me that there was over 30 plus inquiries. Tim had some more.
Okay.
And I'll find out this afternoon how many more from the day. So we know that there's a need for it and there's people interested. So it's like you said, it helps us and it helps them too.
Yes. Yeah. So one other question was, okay, you got the Incred-I-Box. I'm going to try to come up to see what we can do about the Incred-I-Box. Maybe not being a full $5,000 and the $5,000 be $10,000 down, right?
Right.
So if we can come up with another figure, maybe a different house payment. Like I said, this is not a financial program to fit everybody. I can't lower the payments. I can't lower the down payment.
Right.
You can increase the down payment and get your home quicker. So let's say you want to give $8,000 or $10,000 down. That's great. Even let's say a home is $25,000, and you say, "Hey, Randy, I got $15,000." Boom, we'll put you on the bills and go finance the rest. We can do that. All right.
Okay.
So this is something that we're delaying our with the numbers. We got people buying, and we're using everybody's money to keep this thing rolling, right? So we're going to use yours, and we're going to put it in a pot, and we're keeping it rolling, and our profit is on the end. That's how it's all going to work together. Now, one thing, and I'm looking into all the legalities of it, because we're not charging any interest, how we can guarantee, we've been in business 9 years, and we're full blown, and we're actually I'm going to do a video on what does Incredible Tiny Homes, what do we own? what's our asset level?
Yep.
How much are we worth, right? So you're saying, hey, Randy, I'm going to give you $5,000. I'm not going to get my house for 10, 11 months. How do I know you're not going to take that and head out to Bora Bora and I'll see you later and you get all my money and gone, right? Great question. So one thing that we all do with Ford Motor Company, General Motors, is that they've been around for 150 years. Well, I've been around 9, 10 years going on. So that's one thing. We live here, we work here. This is where I live at 850 Industrial Road. We've got some validity behind who we are and what we've done. Also, what I'm going to do is, just like a company that goes public, they're able to address all their assets and what they own and what they're worth. And we've been going through that process with some companies that come through here. We've got some people that are helping us to assess how much we're worth as a company. And I want to put that out there because what we're worth as a company far exceeds any type of construction that we have to create, continue on, or reuse. So
Yes.
what we can do is we take in, let's say we take in 1,000 orders for financing, right? Well, that's, all the money coming in, that's not enough money to build all those, but we can't build them overnight. So as we're building them, your $500 a month payments are coming in to keep perpetuating that build schedule. Then also we have cash buyers that are coming in. We got all these forms of streams of income that are coming in to form that type of construction and financing for the company. Also, to get back at our asset level, is that our asset level far exceeds any of those numbers of what we own. All of our land is paid for. All of our buildings are paid for. We have no debt. We have no bank loans and no notes due. So with that said, and with income coming in through our streams of the communities that we own, and as they mature and the rental comes in, that actually helps out in financing homes, helps us create more revenue for the company, and all that together is how we're able to finally maybe come up with a little bit of this financing. And I think in the end, if we get all this, you guys can see it's kind of like this big machine getting ready to roll, right? And you got all these revenue streams coming in, then it can actually help. We're not borrowing any money. We're not asking anybody for money. We're not asking for investors any money yet, and we can, and believe me, it's on the table and we're thinking about it. But we're seeing what's our best way of doing business. We're trying to be
very smart about things, and we're trying not to get ourselves out there, and we want to know options. You have to have options.
Right.
And we were actually told that we were in amazing shape. It was just financially, numbers wise, the way we've done it, the way we've had everything paid off, how we don't have big debt. It was just really. I'm hard on myself. Yeah, you are.
I looked at it, I'm thinking,
it was great.
Oh man,
Yep.
I know our communities we got going and we've got all this stuff, and it's like, man, we're working hard all the time, and it's just, financially.
The most exciting thing about it is we have a plan. And I know that people don't always see the plan. How could they? Because they don't know what we're working on every day. But we do have a plan, and there are things that's coming through, and there are things that everything will be completed, everything will be finished.
So and I appreciate you saying this. We got people that are saying, hey, Randy, the prairie, is it going to look like the prairie? Is the beach going to look like the beach? Is the grove going to look like the grove? Listen, I've always told everybody, there are some people that are saying, you know what, they're going to head out of here, and because it doesn't look the way we want it yet.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I've got it $200 a month. And that's why, because we have to generate this income. We are just now starting to get money, $200 a month from one community. Then it'll be from the forest.
Was the first.
And then the beach is going to be another community come here in August. Well, that money now is going to help purchase plants and trees and flowers and shrubs and decorating and all this stuff. We are just now beginning to live our dream of these communities. Now, there are a lot of people that are impatient, and that is fine. They're not meant to be a part of this dream that we have here. We are all in this together. This is why we only charge $200 a month, because it's a third, half, whatever you can get around the local area. So as we mature and grow as a company, and as these communities we start drawing in some income off of it, then we can put it back into the communities and really start making this place. All I can say is this right now. The way I'm wired, the way I do business, and if you can come here and you can see what we've done, these places will look amazing.
Yeah.
These communities will be exceptionally gorgeous. They will be state of the art. They will be something that'll be ravished. People will be proud to be living here. Right now, we're under construction. And it's part of who we are. It's part of our small little company that refused to be in debt, to refuse to go with a bank,
Right.
with an investor, with anybody to give us money other than you guys.
Yep.
And that's who we are. Now, because
and you don't know how hard that is to do.
Unbelievably hard.
I do not know a company that's not took a loan.
nobody.
Nobody.
And
I don't know a company. We are the only company that I know of. You go to any company, and I bet they all have a line of credit.
Every guy
All
that's
of
come
them.
here, every single
Try
businessman,
to have what we have right now.
and said, "How'd you do it?
How'd you do it?
How did you do it, Randy?" It's because I live in a 16-foot box. That's how we do it. We don't overspend.
We choose to have less.
We choose to have less, and we stay away from the greed that can absolutely poison your views, your goals, and who you are, and what you want, and how fast you want it.
There was somebody that came here, I don't know who it was, and they said, "I bet you live in a bit." They were talking about me, what kind of house that I live in.
Yeah.
And I went, "Oh my God."
You live in a big mansion,
They
right?
thought I lived in a big fancy house, and I was like,
You tell them you got a trash can coming out of the roof.
I was like, "You've never seen the videos, have you?" We choose to have less so the company and the communities can have more.
We will get there.
We will get there one day,
and
but
because
not today.
and because I'm not out there walking around the communities and advertising this every day and pacifying every state of mind that has and any questions, mean like, well, the dream is gone. No, ma'am,
It
dream
is
ain't gone.
not
We
gone.
live it every single day behind these walls. And we are so busy is why we have to stay behind these walls and stay in these buildings, because we have so much going on with all the communities, development, and the state and nationwide, the buildings, and it's exciting to us. I love what I'm doing, and it's taken time to make this happen.
And two, I want to say something for the people in the communities that's here in the forest,
Yeah.
the beach and the prairie, and the Grove people that are to come in. If you see our guys, please tell them they are so proud of what they've been doing. Because if anyone says something negative or say, "Oh, it's never happening," "Oh, they're not doing this," "Oh, they're not doing that," these guys, it hurts their feelings.
Oh, it just destroys everybody.
You're not saying that just to Randy. You're saying it to these guys.
Yeah.
These guys, see those guys over there? They come in here. They worked on Good Friday. They come in. They worked so hard, and they come and run and tell us what they've done for the day. How many times, Randy, do they come and say, "Hey, Randy, come look what I did. Hey, what do you think about this?
Yep.
We got out
All
four
the
today."
time. All the
you
time.
know, they're so proud, and they love
Negative
working.
kills everybody.
Negative
and there's
kills
some people that
everybody.
just they can't speak without saying something bad or negative. And I am just such a proponent for positivity and positive thinking, because going negative is the most easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
It is so, it's like falling off these steps.
It is.
Going up the steps is the hard part, but going up gets you in the house.
That's right.
Going down is going to get you into concrete.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Mandy.
I like that.
But
Hey,
it's true.
And two, another thing is that I want to just shout out, just because the guys, I've just been watching them a lot here lately. And because, you know, when we're sitting up there, we can see outside and you see them working so hard. It's getting hot. So if all you ladies or guys, whoever wants to do it, get these guys some popsicles and get them something to drink, and have them some watermelon or something, and we'll make sure that you can bring it over here to them and stuff.
Yeah, we're going to have some refrigerators in here. Listen, we got so many cool things planned.
Yeah.
There's things I want to do with the Milligan Mile and with the community and the pond. It just takes time, everybody. And I just hope that everybody can justify paying $200 a month to say, you know what, I can't get anywhere else cheaper than this, and this is where we're at, and I'm going to be banking on the future of what we're going to do.
Hey, and speaking of the future, probably go ahead and touch on Abbeville. We had a little just a little bit of an update.
Okay, so Abbeville is still 100% in full swing. What we did is we just backed off a little bit because we have to go through a couple hoops. The first hoop that we'll jump through is the Planning Commission meeting. So we had to apply for it, had to get an application, send it in. They had to get us some questioning. Got it done. Now we're waiting back to when that date will be.
We're excited about that.
So we'll appear before the Planning Commission, and we'll let you know everything that we're going to be doing and how that works. And then from there, if we're accepted through the Planning Commission, we'll go to the City Council. The City Council then will vote, and if they approve of our plan, then it's a go. All right. We're
so excited, and so many people have been visiting Abbeville. A lot of our followers, even some of our employees and stuff, have we even have a guy who's from there
Yeah, that works here.
That works here.
Yeah.
We had no idea,
I know
and
it.
he lived there. So we're excited about that and wanted to give that little bit of an update.
It's 100% on. Abbeville is gorgeous. We still believe in it, love it, want to be there. I'm excited about it. And we're taking in deposits. If you guys want to live in Abbeville, in one of our 200 home sites on 44 beautiful acres, walking distance to the town square, is a $10,000 deposit. It is refundable with a contract.
It's contingent
It's
on
contingent.
their approval.
It's contingent on their approval. So if you want to get in on that, I'm going to tell you what, once it's passed through the Planning Commission and the City Council, you wait to see what we're going to do. You wait to see how we're going to propose this community, how gorgeous it's going to be. I'm already thinking about the entrance and the gates and the buildings and how it's going to look.
Yeah.
Pre-Civil War, it's going to be looking like Abbeville, and there's going to be enough money to make that happen all at once. So we're not going to have to wait 2 years like we did here. We've come a long way in being able to generate income, the way Abbeville's structured, and how we're going to make this happen, right? So that's going to be a community that I think is going to be gorgeous.
And we're also, this is what I suggested, and Randy loved the suggestion as well. We want to include the people of Abbeville and their history. So we want to think about names of the road, you know, things that are going to be in the community. So we can reflect it's to look like the town of Abbeville.
You got it.
So they have you said the white picket fences and stuff like that.
Yep.
So
I've been looking at some I've been looking at the Civil War, pre-Civil War structures and how they're made and all that stuff. And I got some ideas about some models and the Incred-I-Box, and I don't know, it's going to be really fun. I enjoy designing and building these communities, and so that's where we're at. So if you are interested, go back to our Abbeville videos that we've done. We've shown a lot there. The people are excited. I think the City Council and everybody there is really excited about us being there. So if you're interested, I would definitely say, hey, I want to put my deposit in, right? And see if you want to be a part of it.
And if for some reason at all it does not get approved, for some reason that it doesn't go through, we have got a mountain.
And that is our second alternative,
Yes.
because, you know, it is contingent on the planning and city zoning. If it's not, you guys, we're going to show you what Buffalo Creek is going to look like. And we can roll you right over in here to Buffalo Creek, and let's just keep going, because you want a place to live. Buffalo Creek is not, hasn't got that downtown of Abbeville. We do have Newport, but we're going to have a beautiful, beautiful park over here in Buffalo Creek. And so if that doesn't turn, let's just roll over into Buffalo Creek and keep going.
And I want to say this as well. We can't say everything because we don't know everything that's coming.
Yeah.
But Newport is about
to explode.
Change.
Yeah.
Okay, guys?
It's a big deal.
That's all we can say, but we know that there's a lot going on. A
lot
is happening.
I should say probably Newport is about to be on the national level. of being exposed.
You have no idea what's coming. We've heard a couple of things that we were told.
Well, it's already public knowledge that the governor of Tennessee has approved over a $6 million grant on the mountain here at Newport to put in this adventure park.
Extreme sports,
Extreme.
right?
We've got HBO, we've got, I think it's Sports Illustrated. There's a dozen companies that are pouring millions of dollars into this area.
We heard that.
We've got a 4-lane. It's coming within a couple miles from our property right here. That's going to connect I-81 into Sevierville. There's 14 million people that come to Sevier County, Gatlinburg,
Pigeon Forge,
and they come from the northeast and the southeast, and they'll be coming right through Newport to get there. Land prices here have quadrupled in the last year.
Yes.
Absolutely went out the roof. You can't hardly buy land.
Had we not got the mountain when we did, we
wouldn't be able to buy it.
We couldn't have bought it.
No, it'd be over $1 million.
Oh, we could not have
we
bought
paid
it, guys.
$250,000 for it.
Can't believe it.
Yeah. So lots happening here. For you to be able to get over here for $10,000 on a lot, and we call that,
you better do it.
We call that key money.
Yes.
Okay, we just learned a new term from Mike. Mike, if you're watching,
hey Mike,
thank you for that term.
Yes.
So key money is what people have used in Hawaii, for one instant, is that real estate is such at a demand in certain places where you go. Well, they're not going to sell the storefront or the real estate. It's key money just to get you in that you get to use it.
Yes.
Okay? because it's in high demand. Our communities are in high demand. So you come in there, say, hey, Randy, this $10,000 is called key money, K-E-Y money. You know, like this is like a membership fee just so I can actually live there.
Yeah.
And you have a lot. And you have a lot as long as you renew your lease every year.
Listen, can I say this to the community?
Let me hold this for you.
Oh, you don't have to show me.
Yeah, I want to show you.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
Where did you come from?
Ah, from space.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
I just want to say to the community people here, and they've probably already figured it out, don't give up your spot. Don't give up your spot.
That's right.
I'm telling you, you better renew your lease and don't give up your spot because
you won't get it back.
You won't get it back. Once it's gone, okay?
Yeah.
So really think about it. Think about what we've got planned for the future. There's things that's happening that's not done, but like Randy said, it is getting done. We're going to get everything done. It's all going to get better. Don't give up your spot. Because they'll just, I'm not saying they'll regret it, but I just don't want you to miss out. Just really think about what you have, where you're at, the people around, what's coming. It's going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just hit it lucky. I'm telling you, this property, nobody wanted this property. If this property was empty, like it was whenever we came and stuff, oh my God. Randy, how much would this be? 34 acres right now.
Oh, man. You know what? The city gave this to us. I put...
There's my man right there.
That's it.
Girlfriend.
Hey, girlfriend.
The city gave this for $20,000 a down payment.
Yeah.
It was $180,000 for 34 acres.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? And that was 4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
And they never dreamed that we would have these many homes living here.
No.
This much success in building.
No.
And they love us.
No.
And we're fortunate to have them.
Another thing I want to encourage too, because we encourage this at Abbeville. If Abbeville is a go, please inquire about the empty buildings there. Inquire about leasing a building there or leasing a spot there. Start thinking about, do you want to do a shop? Do you want to have coffee shop, sandwich shop, donut shop? Something there.
Yeah.
They have availability for that. Look into it, okay?
We're looking at other land in Abbeville right now. We're looking at other land in the county of Abbeville.
Yes.
Because I really like it there.
Oh, I love it. I think and everybody has had positive, and everybody was so nice there. The other thing too, please, I wish everybody would get together, really consider our downtown here in Newport.
Yes.
Please get together, have a discussion. Just everybody get together and talk. Hey, does everybody want to get together?
We should have a GoFundMe for Newport.
Why,
you know what?
Can we do that?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, why don't we do that, guys? A GoFundMe
Newport Incorporated.
Newport
We'll form a
for
corporation.
The town.
Yeah, and we'll buy stuff in Newport and refurbish it and put coffee shops and whatever.
Why don't we all go
whatever.
in together and buy it? Can we do that?
That'd be awesome.
Are those buildings? Look at me. Are those buildings?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it today. Okay. Anyway, please, let's build up our Newport downtown. If you live here, don't feel like that, that you're not a part of something. You are a part of something. And, strength in numbers, guys, okay? Get together. Get some people together. Get 10 people together. Hey, let's all put in some money. Get 20 people together. Hey, let's all go in and let this be our place.
Yep,
down
Newport
there.
can look
Let
like
the
Abbeville
lawyers,
and all that.
Let the lawyers take care of all the legal stuff. It's very safe. Put your little bit of money in and move on.
Got it.
Have fun with it, okay?
Man,
Yeah,
that's
that'd be
nice,
fun.
Amanda.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, good. Well, we did this video just to talk about incredible financing.
And it went off track.
And we have a way of doing that all the time. There are other things happening to our company to give it the asset value that we talked about earlier that's going to increase it, and we don't have the ability to tell you all right now, but we will as we are allowed to.
Yes.
There's some workings that we've been working on for over a year to increase all kinds of different ways of this company growing. And so you guys stay tuned. It's going to be amazing. This year of 23, I think right now, with what we have, I call it sticking to the wall. I'm throwing everything at the wall to stick.
See what sticks to the wall.
I got some stuff that's gooing, and it looks like it might be drying on the wall. Yep, but it ain't going to hit the floor, and I think it's going to go. So you guys stay tuned, and we'll fill you in as we go and as we grow. And you guys have been here and watching us for years and years, and you've been supporting us. It's been just a privilege for you guys to be able to help us.
Yes.
Your prayers, big time. You guys, just your comments of positivity and don't give up and keep going. And to me, it's really, neat that we're a company for profit, but we have people that really worry about us, concerned about us.
They really do.
And say, hey, you guys got to keep doing what you're doing.
That's
You know,
right.
so thank you for believing in us. Thank you for not thinking we're just a hoax. Now, Billy, you can't trust nothing he does or
Look
says.
there.
All right?
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him.
I'm sorry, though, man. I'm sorry, Daddy. I'll give you another day.
Daddy! Yeah. What are you doing? How come you ain't working?
I come get my utility knife, bud.
All right. Thank you, buddy.
So I can get back so I can clean that metal room up.
All right. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Billy.
Yeah. So all that, with all that encouragement behind it,
Yeah.
you guys don't realize how much it really helps, because I hate it. And it's just the way I think humans are wired. But one negative comment can kill 1,000+ comments.
Oh, yeah.
But we have learned over the years not to give any weight to that.
No, we can't, Randy.
And somebody said, hey, you
No.
want to hear the negative? I said, no,
No.
ma'am, I sure don't. I don't
No.
care. I don't care if a train is going to hit me right now in my head. Don't tell me, because I don't want to see it.
Do you want to tell what Big James said? He said, do you remember what
Here,
he said
what
a
did he
minute
say?
ago? Okay.
Here,
So
what?
we saw Big James. We talked to him just a little bit ago before we come over here. And Big James said, listen, I don't care if you fire me. He said, I'm coming in here every
Yeah,
day."
that's what he said.
Didn't he say that?
Yep.
I thought
That
was.
was-
I thought that was nice. Well, it just shows.
Yeah.
It just shows how much everybody. Listen, if you fired Alyssa, she ain't leaving. Amber ain't leaving. They ain't going anywhere. And I told the girls that. I said, if
Yeah.
Randy ever fires you, just be still.
Don't
Just
go nowhere.
Don't move. He'll get over it just a little bit. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
You know what?
they
it's-
love it here. Everybody loves it here.
It's because we're real, Manda.
I know.
We're real. They see us fighting and screaming and laughing
And
and
we
crying,
do.
and we've done it all here.
We
you know?
had a rough week last week. It was a really tough week. We had a really challenging week, didn't we?
Yeah, because we're taking on a lot more than we were before.
Way
you
more.
know?
And I'll tell you something that's really helped us. It's helped us, but it really pushed us to the limit last week. Randy's got this schedule on the boards and stuff, and I mean everything. And today we just put times to everything, so everything was kind of thrown up there, like you said, threw it up there, wrote it all down. It's overwhelming to see it, and it ain't even everything, but it's overwhelming. Now we're putting times to it. Now this week we're actually seeing, wow, that got done. That got done. Oh, that got done. Oh, somebody did this, and it's helping more and more. Now we don't feel so heavy today. So-and-so is in charge of that. So-and-so's in charge of that. So we're getting reports back. Things are getting done. Things are more organized. I'm feeling better today. I was very overwhelmed last week.
Yeah.
I know you were too.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was a lot. And I know Tom was
Yep.
as well. So.
And it's hard to stick to a schedule when you got 53 things to do all at once.
And the 53 things are all first. It's
Yeah.
like everything's priority,
And
not
so-
just one, you
Yep.
know?
And so for me to be able to take the other 52 and say, stop, everybody, we have to stop. And everybody's like,
Stop.
no!
I know.
But we had to take charge and take a plan and put it together.
And I really do hope that everybody enjoyed the Jimmy skit that we had on Friday. It was off the cuff. Listen, I needed to leave. Randy needed to leave. We were running late. We did it really quick. We didn't plan anything out. We just barely said, hey, let's do this video and kind of give it a theme. And that was it. And we kind of went with it. And the comments are amazing. Thank you so
Really?
much for everybody lightening up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Having fun with it. And we just wanted to show how simple it is. Not to make fun of anybody or any type of culture or anything like that. Because, I'm a redneck. I'm a hillbilly.
Oh my, we're all from Tennessee here.
Exactly. So
God.
but we were making light of something very serious, we know. But Randy, I've always loved this about him. He wants to do something different. And this being so different, the references and working with people, it brings back that you walk in and the banker knows who you are.
Yeah.
We know who you are. We're going to know who you are. We are going to be approving these loans.
Yep.
It's our loans. It ain't a bank. It's not anything like that. You're banking on us. We're banking on you. We're going to know each other. That changes. We're not, when you call, it's not, us automated kind of thing. You're talking to people. When you call in, do you know you talk to my daughter? Everybody thinks it's me. They'll say, is this Amanda? I said, no, this is Lindsay. This is her daughter.
Yeah.
So when you call in, you're talking to my daughter. We want that hometown, even though you're in Colorado or you're in Hawaii or you're in
Yeah.
Texas or Washington or whatever, if you come in to do this loan, we're going to read your letters. We're going to know your business. We're going to know all that stuff, and we want that connection. We want to get back to those old kind of ways.
That's right.
Because they work.
That's right.
They
That's
work.
right.
Yeah. So
Yep.
let me let you end it.
Well, and I think you're alluding to the fact that maybe somebody was offended that we acted like hillbillies or something like on there.
They didn't, but I just don't.
Yeah.
I just
well,
wanna
my
make
family's
sure.
from West Virginia. My cousins, Greg and Billy Jack, and up in Man and Lundale, West Virginia, they love it. They love it, and they're called hillbillies. That's the hillbilly. Man, West Virginia is called the hillbillies.
Is it?
Yeah, and
Okay.
so in Logan, hillbillies. That's kind of like their badge of honor.
Yeah, it is.
And
There's Crazy Joe.
my mom and dad, we're all from this part of the country, and I'm going to tell you this: it is I think it's such an honor to be from a certain part of the country.
Yeah.
We do have a stigma here of southernness and people and all that. So I don't want to get off on that, but man, my goodness, it was just fun.
Can I say something else? I just got to say something
Yeah,
else
yeah.
really quick.
God,
okay?
we're passing it back and forth.
I know, I'm sorry. Listen, my son took me this weekend. Well, he's a, what would you call him, a turncoat? He's moving out. Okay,
Aw.
so he's again me. He's really not, but he's 27. He'll be 27 this year, and he's going to be moving out. So he's getting an apartment. So he's been tending to me quite a bit. So he's been favoring me and giving me little gifts and stuff. Well, he asked me on Easter. We went out yesterday to go see John Wick 4. So we went to John Wick 4.
Nice.
We went to the movies. It was awesome. It was if you haven't seen it, you got to go see it. It's awesome movie. Anyway, so we're in my truck and we're driving along and stuff, and there'll be somebody come up to somewhere, like a yield thing or something, and I'll throw up my hand. He said, "You don't have to wave at everybody on the road." I said, "Yes, I do. I'm Southern."
Yeah.
That's
That's
what
right.
you do. You wave at him. He said, "You don't even know him." I said, "I don't have to know him. It's a courtesy.
Yeah.
It's a friendly something. I was raised that way."
That's right.
I know the kids don't understand it these days and stuff. I know Seth don't do it, but Lindsay, I've caught her doing it a few times. But it's something. You don't know how that might change somebody's day or something. Just give a wave. Hey, I see you. I acknowledge you. Walking in front of the car or something. Thank you for letting me go by. Just some of those. That's
You
some
got
of
it.
our Southern
100%.
ways. And I'm sure they do it other places, but I did that growing up and I still do it. So, but I thought it was funny. He said, "But you don't even know him. Why are you waving at everybody?"
Yeah.
I said, "Cause I'm Southern."
Man, when of course, I had the privilege of being raised up north, but being from a southern town,
Yeah.
a southern background. Nobody does that up home,
They
up in
don't?
Michigan.
Okay.
And when I come down to West Virginia and see my cousins, that I just love them to death, and it was just a different culture. And man,
different.
I can't tell you how it makes you feel that somebody acknowledges you.
It does.
And somebody says, "Hey, how you doing?" They don't
Sometimes
even know
that's
you
all
don't
you
need to
need.
know each other.
Yeah.
Now, people up north, they don't want to be waved at. Don't wave at me. Don't go. I just don't want you in my life. Don't look at me. Anyway, this is our culture. This is who we are down here, and this is the way we are.
Well, this is the way you
Yeah.
change things, and I love that you're doing the in-house financing the way you're doing it. So it's the incredible financing, 5 for 5, or it's really a 5-5-5, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like we called it 5 to 5, incredible financing.
Yeah.
So if you are interested at all, please send to info. Send your information. Get your letters together. Present all your stuff. We're getting ready to approve it 100%. So
it's just a concept.
we're waiting.
And we're just wanting to know how many people would really like to do this. So we're going to pump it out. We're probably going to do a commercial.
Yeah.
We're going to try to put it on Facebook and YouTube as a commercial.
Okay.
And try to put it out in a nationwide form.
Yes.
To see how many people would really, if this would benefit people to purchase our Incred-I-Boxes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay? And if you're a remote salesperson, remember, you can sign up to sell our Incred-I-Boxes.
Yes.
So if you want to, you can get a 4-digit number, go on our website, register as an ITH employee. You're not an employee, you're 1099, but you'll be able to sell our Incred-I-Boxes. I think you're going to be able to sell more now if they can be approved for financing. If we get that thing going, in my mind, I'm thinking maybe that was the holdup, is the financing. Now, if it was, then that's going to benefit all of us. And so if you do want to sell our Incred-I-Boxes, you like what we're doing, go to our website and enroll for our 4-digit remote sales position. We're about to come out with some new stuff here next week, and I'm so excited. The guys are building it this week.
Yep.
So stay tuned to the show. Please subscribe, thumbs up. Keep abreast of what we're doing, because
Yep.
we do not stay still. We don't do the same thing, and something's always drastically happening.
Drastically.
All right.
All right.
Thanks everybody. Thanks for watching, and share this video.
Yeah. And Randy and Ace in front of their Incred-I-Box.
That's it.
All right. That's it.